Zach Attack, jumping on this track. Hamza wearing a shirt that's black. What up, Hamza? Good morning. There you go. You know, this is the song that we decided to start off to. Shout out to the video. Got more views than any of Zach's videos that he's ever posted in his life.
You got like 900 views now?
I got Hamza smiling right now, man. We ain't worried about 900 views. We're worried about why you in here wearing a hoodie in the middle of summer still. Alright? What's going on?
Nah, man, we're inside, you know, just headset over the hoodie. That's a new wave now. So.
Okay. Headset over the hoodie. It's a new wave. Please make sure we speak into the camera, microphone, Yusuf Thabit. I know you're kind of sitting back, but, you know, you can kind of put your face a little bit closer to the microphone. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of The Movement. We are back. We are looking forward to having this conversation today. You know, we're just going to quickly touch on some of the topics. You know, we're going to talk about Dubai and how Detroit Pal has hooked a couple of these boys up with an opportunity, at least, to go to Dubai in February. And we're going to just talk about our favorite trips that we've taken inside of school and outside of school, you know. So we're going to talk about that as well. And then we have our wonderful word of the day towards the end of the day as well. It's a precarious situation we have here, huh, Hamza? It's going to be a precarious show. I feel like when you have a mixture of Zach and Hamza and Ali and Yusuf in the building. Don't forget we got Ramsey in the back. Shout out to Big Rambo. He is the producer of the show, cheesing right now. Just want to give a little quick warm-up, I guess, because my precarious, the way I'm going to use it and explain it will include Ramsey. All right? We'll include Ramsey and some of that situations. But before we get into it, do want to give a shout out to the sponsors of today. The 2 sponsors for today is the Balkan House of Hamtramck and Give to Gain. So we are going to first start off with the Balkan House of Hamtramck. Shout out to Juma Ekic over there. Their location, not just Hamtramck by the way, Ferndale location as well. And now they have a food truck too, so you can check out the food truck. Book the food truck for any of your parties, engagements, whatever kind of get-together you have, the food truck, just let us know and let me know. I can even be the middleman for that. Great food, great service over there. They're famous for their doner kebab sandwich. It's been written in many different articles across the country, to be honest with you. And so that doner kebab sandwich, A1, all of their food is halal. That's what people maybe don't know. We're going to make sure we keep repeating it for those of you that look into that. Definitely all their food is halal. And they even serve breakfast over there at the Balkan House. Again, shout out to Juma, shout out to Hassan, shout out to all the workers there. Hamza's cheesing. Hamza's one of the workers there. Hamza, how you like it over there, man?
Honestly, the environment is very good. Like, everything, like, their food is amazing. The breakfast is good. Everything, like, in that restaurant is amazing.
The vibes are good.
Wait, hold on. What is your favorite thing from there?
All right, so it's very, it's either between the doner bowl or the mini burgers or french fries. So the doner bowl is rice, and then meat, cabbage, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then rice. It could be chicken or beef and lamb or falafel, but that's my favorite, chicken doner bowl.
Chicken doner bowl. There you go. That sounds I didn't even know they had that. So there you go. Hamza's even teaching us as well. Shout out to the Balkan House. I will get into Give to Gain a little bit and probably in the middle of the show and then give him one last shout out towards the end. And so yeah, y'all ready to get the show on the road, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it rolling. First of all, you know, welcome back, fellas. Ali, you awake over here, man? Ali looks like he's seeing ghosts or something.
I'm up.
You good?
Yeah,
Ready to go?
I think so.
How is it playing with the Aztecs, by the way, man? We never really get into that. We're going to talk about that. You know, like I said, we have a long year. You know, one day we're going to talk about sports. One day we're going to talk about, we can even break it down by sport. Baseball, football one day, basketball one day. But go ahead, how you like playing with the Aztecs, man?
It's good to play with the different, different people. You know, because while I was growing up, I used to, like, play with my family, and he used to coach me. And just to play for another team, it's different. And so far, we're on an undefeated win streak. I don't know exactly. I think it's like 4 or 5 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far things are going well.
What league do you play in?
I don't even know, but I know we play at Southgate.
Okay.
What's the age limit? You said 14, 15?
15. It's just a 15U.
15U team. So the reason why I asked what league they're in, because we know the Aztecs, and when I say we, everybody at this table knows the Aztecs. We played the Aztecs a few times. the league that we were in was Detroit Pal. All right, so we're starting off this show today. My man, brother Richie Rich, and literally we could have our own show for Detroit Pal, but we're not gonna do that today because there's so much things that I want to say about Detroit Pal and how amazing they have been for these fellas over here. Like we can even have our own separate Detroit Pal trip of what they did for us, and we can figure out which one is the best one from there. But they're awesome. Detroit Pal stands for Detroit Police Athletic League. For those that don't know, these guys have been playing baseball and even basketball under Detroit Pal for the last few years. And, you know, Detroit Pal has reached out to us and had us do amazing things with them. And, you know, go to the Lions field, Tigers games. They went on a trip with us and brought a bus with us and helped us, you know, throughout a weekend when we went to Ohio for a baseball tournament. So they're just awesome people there. And the guy that I know the closest from Detroit Pal is Richard Resnick. Shout out to Richie Rich. That's what I call him. Brother Rich, you know, all of that, man. Seriously, the guy's like family. We just had like lunch a couple weeks ago, you know, just to catch up and see how everything is going. Great guy over there. And Officer Paisley, Officer George. You got a bunch of people over there that we know. But Brother Rich then texted me a couple weeks ago, right after we had dinner, literally that same day. He was like, hey, Detroit Pal is looking to sponsor two younger teenagers, ages 13 through 17, and they are looking to sponsor two of them, a boy and a girl, to go to Dubai in February. And I was like, are you kidding me? First of all, he called me. He said, Omar, I got one of the best things I'm offering to you that I've ever offered before. I was like, wait a second. This guy took me to a Tigers game. This guy took me to, our team, to Tigers games, Lions games. Like I said, they gave us a bus. Like, plenty of things. Like, Zach got a chance to throw out a first pitch at a Tigers game. You know, things that are, like, memories forever, you know? And so I looked at it like, what can this be? So my literally reaction was, I was like, hold on, my windows are down. Let me pull up my windows. Because I need to hear this. I almost pulled over. You know how sometimes when you're caught up in, like, navigation's messed up, you turn down your music for some reason? Like, your music doesn't have anything to do with it. But you just turn down your music. I almost pulled over for this one. Because when Brother Rich tells you that he has something the best thing to offer. So, long story short, Zach and Ali were the only ones that applied. Hamza can't go because his mama said no. Alright, so we go. And Yusuf, I guess he's too cool now. He's a senior. I guess he just decided he didn't want to go. Big dog status. He said he's going to pay for his own plane ticket. You know, that's what he said. All right? So my point is that Zach and Ali applied. So, you know, maybe for a minute, can you just tell us how that was, the application process and everything? Because it's not final yet. Hopefully they'll find out by this week who was chosen. Am I correct? This week sometime? Are you going to find out?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so how was that, the application process and everything went? Like, how did that go?
Well, it wasn't hard. Well, you know, they asked us for our name and stuff. Do we have a birth certificate? They want to know, like, what is it like to be a leader? And how has Detroit Pal helped you? And those kind of questions. And
how has Detroit Pal helped you?
Great question. Like you said, I did mention this too. You know, while we were growing up, Detroit Pal.
I didn't tell you still growing up.
No, I'm saying, like, you know.
Yeah.
When we were playing for, like, you know, we played for baseball team, and then Zach played for basketball. And I mentioned that what you said, you know, Richard, he was always, you know, there for our team and was always helping us, and you had good relationship with him. And, you know, he always got us Detroit Tigers tickets, and he had us on the field before. He had Officer Paisley and George take us out to Ohio for the tournament. And, yeah, that's what I said.
So, right now, from what I heard, there was 50 contestants, correct? And then now it's cut down to, like, the top 10, and you're in there as well, the final 10?
Mm.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, like so he's in the final 10. Zach, you're in the same boat. Zach, can you tell us basically, first of all, what does Detroit Pal mean to you? How can we answer that first?
Detroit Pal means a lot to me, you know. They help me throw a first pitch at the baseball game, you know. Imagine, like,
Tigers game.
Yeah, imagine saying that, like, you walk on the field and threw the first pitch. And
I wish I could show y'all the picture of Zach, by the way, when that day. let's just say he wasn't Big General back then, all right? That boy got baby face and everything. But go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, but they helped us a lot, man. Like every summer we played, they gave us at least like 5 to 7 opportunities to go places and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, for sure. And so, from a number 1 through 10, how confident do you feel winning this Dubai trip? You're in the top 10. Out of 50 people, they were both selected to be in the top 10, and they're selecting a boy or a girl. So you have to imagine, if it's top 10, you think they said top 10 like boys or top 10 overall? I don't know.
Both.
I don't even know.
Both.
For both. So really, you're in the top 5.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to do 3 girls, 7 boys. Like, they're probably going to do the 5 and 5, and then now they're trying to figure it out. So, how do you feel? Like, y'all haven't really been talking about it. Like, this happened like 2 weeks ago. Y'all been quiet about it. So, like, what's going on right now, man? Did you get some inside information that you're going? Y'all trying to hide this from me right now? I told them if their chaperone's going, I'm going. That's one of my top 3 places to visit, by the way. Is definitely Dubai. Number 1, actually, on my list right now. So,
Okay, so while I was talking to them in the interview, I felt like
they looked at each other like, no, he ain't going.
no, I felt like they were seeing they were getting off of what I was trying to tell them, and they looked like they were enjoying it, and like the way I was talking to them, I think they learned a lot about me myself. And
did they nod their heads while you were talking?
Yeah, and they were smiling too. So I was like, okay, that's a good sign.
He ain't going. Let's just nod our heads right quick.
I felt like it was a good sign. So where I was going, so I got a little bit comfortable, And then with the rated 1 through 10, I would say 8.5.
Whoa. Zach is gonna be at a 4. Not even, maybe a 2. Alright, so Zach told me something last week, and I'm going to mention this so that we can kind of get something straight, because this is why I'm here, right? Is to put him on the spot whenever it needs to be put on the spot. So Zach tells me, he was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel. I'm like, why? He's like, because when I had my first meeting, I missed it. So he had to reschedule it.
That's a good sign for me, so,
He had to I had to reschedule it. So basically, let me tell y'all something. This is for people that are watching or later will be watching, okay? Put yourself in their shoes. And I'm not saying that he's not going to get it, because who knows, okay? But all I'm saying is if you're ever in a situation where you're trying to get selected and there's a bunch of other people trying to be selected as well, you never give them a reason not to pick you, okay? So not showing up to the original meeting that was scheduled is a reason for them not to pick you, okay? And especially when it's something like this where it's highly competitive, they're going to sit there and they're going to, think, like, okay, this person checks this box, this person checks this box, this person checks this box. And if your boxes are being checked and his boxes are being checked, what is it going to come down to? You know what? This kid right here was there and he showed up, and this kid right here unfortunately did it. It's just the truth reality. That's how bosses look at jobs. They sit there and figure out, okay, this person checks all these boxes, this person checks all these boxes. Which one would you rather have? Like, let's say, your weakness is you don't communicate well with teammates. Your weakness is you show up late. The boss is going to sit there and ask, okay, which weakness would I rather have on the team? Yours can be coached. Yours can be shown that, hey, this guy works well with the other people. Yours is you showing up late, that's a bad sign. I'd rather have a guy that still could be coached rather than somebody that looks like this is a problem that he's had his whole life. Not saying yours, but just in general. So, just kind of going off a quick rant. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to go there. But, with all that said, hopefully one of you get it. Definitely that would be awesome. Hopefully, like I said, one of you get it, inshallah. So, going off of that, I'm sure you guys have looked at Dubai, and I wanted to ask you, what would be your favorite thing to do in Dubai? So, Yusuf, we haven't heard you speak yet. I'm going to start off with you now, Yusuf. 15 minutes into the show, Yusuf hasn't said a word. So, sorry, Yusuf. I didn't mean this to happen, but go ahead.
So, probably, my brother Ali, he said, like, every 5 years, Dubai has something new. So, I just want to go there to see all, because if I'm correct, they have, like, the the tallest tower in the world.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I want to go check that out, maybe go to the top floor, see the view, and just explore all the different, they got different stores from different cultures and different countries and stuff. Seeing the people, it should be great weather, the beaches. I mean, it's probably the richest city I've heard, and that's what I want to see.
All right, Hamza, I'm gonna go to you now, Hams. What do you look forward to the most, or what would you want to do in Dubai if you ever got a chance to go?
All right, so obviously, like in the future, I'm probably gonna plan to go. With my wife honeymoon, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
what
a
do you
good
call it?
plan.
But I want to go with the jet skiing. Like I heard, like there's like a tour where you could jet ski all around Dubai, and then there's also an area on the sand where you could just go on like quads and just ride around the sand. It's fun. It's not
Quads?
stuff.
What's quads?
It's like
Quad
crashers.
four-wheelers.
Quad crashers?
Okay.
Yeah.
4-wheelers.
Quad crashers.
Quad crashers? Is that the new
There's
word?
just up north where we had like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but is that what they call them now?
I don't know.
Quads, I mean?
I just call them an ATV.
They always call
Yeah.
them quads.
I never heard of it.
4-wheelers.
4 wheels,
Yeah,
quad.
4-wheelers, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
4 wheels, quad.
I know that. I could get the correlation, Zach. I'm not saying I don't get the correlation, but I never heard people call them quads.
Yeah.
Alright? So, alright, thank you, Hams, for sharing. Ali, I'm going to ask you that question, man. If you got a chance, well, hopefully maybe you will get a chance to go to Dubai, but what would you want to do first or the most?
Okay. So the first thing that I would want to do, like, it's probably not gonna happen because it's a little too much. But I've always dreamed of like, meeting the prince and like seeing his cats,
Okay.
his tiger, lion. That would be sweet.
Ali went left field with his answer. I see that.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
that would be nice.
So if you did meet him, what would you ask him? First question. You're put on the spot right now. The reporters are there. You raise your hand, and now they turn around, and everybody wants to hear what your questions has to be to him. So what's your question to the Prince of Dubai?
I would probably tell him like, what is it like living, like how you're living right now? How's your lifestyle?
Living
Like,
lavish.
what is it like?
Okay. All right. Not bad. Zach, what would you look forward to the most if you got a chance to go to Dubai?
I look forward to like going to the beaches and the sands, and mostly go to like how they be swimming with the tigers in the water.
Okay.
Tigers.
I ain't know they
Big-
swim with
like,
tigers,
Like
but
baby
tigers.
tigers, like baby tigers. You know what I'm saying?
I thought
You got
it was
tigers,
dolphins.
ligers, white tigers.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah, like baby tigers that you swim with them.
okay, no, I understand. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
you would not do that.
Huh?
Zach, I know you.
Yeah.
He's scared of
He's scared of
Mufasa.
cats.
Why are you
Yeah.
scared of
Little
cats?
That boy said he'll swim with tigers.
I would, bro.
Yeah, right.
They're baby tigers.
But
Well,
you're
you scared of a
Mufasa's
cat.
smaller.
Problem is the tigers are tamed.
No,
It's
tigers are
different.
more wild.
You're scared of a cat. What are you saying right now?
Not they're all babies.
I'm not scared of a cat. I don't know
yeah,
where I get that
obviously.
from.
But, hey.
All right, well there y'all go. All right, that's what we would like to do in Dubai. Good luck on that situation, by the way. Like I said, with the Dubai trip and everything like that, make sure we're good. Oh, Cal Trey gave us a phone call. We got a phone call from Cal Trey. Hold on one second.
Cal
We
Trey.
might have a phone call. That's why I wanted to check my phone. I was like, let me make sure. Is this Cal Trey?
All day.
He's in the building. Cal Trey, what's going on, Cal?
What's going on, Cuzzo?
Hey, man.
Coach.
First of all, we are recording, and you are on the show right now, Cal Trey. So
Okay.
I first want to say thank you for calling us. We appreciate you, man.
All day. Mark my words. I had to.
All right. So my thing is for people that are listening, if y'all don't know Cal Trey, first of all, he's the guy at Kona Cafe that's always serving you, taking care of you. By the way, but away from Kona Cafe, Cal Trey's the man. All right, great guy. First of all, number one supporter. That's number one. That's straight
For
off.
sure, number one.
Number one supporter.
In
okay?
any podcast, fancy guys,
Yeah, any
everything.
podcast, anything. If I went up to him and I told him, hey, I need your help for this, like I said, when I was moving, خارج من البيت قال عندي,
I
so
was like, wait, who's that? Is that coach? I have to go.
yeah. Hey, low key, Cal tried to act like he didn't see it, but he saw me and my mom cry when I was officially done moving out. Cal Trey was in the house. I was like, oh what? Cal's there. Like I gotta hurry up and wipe my face. But no, me and my mom, when we had that little final scene when I was officially done cleaning out, we teared up a little bit, and Cal Trey was there. So, I know you witnessed that moment, Cal.
All day.
Hey, but anyways, Cal, let me ask you a question, man.
What's up?
Since you're here and you're talking to us, okay?
Yep.
Ali, Hamza, Zach, and Yusuf. Number one hooper at this table. Who is it?
I can't. Too
Uh,
hard.
Stop.
Khalid, man.
Khalid, you already know it's me, man. What you mean?
Khalid, I literally
My
hooped
bad,
with you
my
after
bad, Khalid.
work.
First of all, I should have never said Hamza's name, but alright, I got you.
I was gonna say you, but you're retired. I can't.
I'm retired.
Come on, man.
So
No, don't try to go the easy way out and pick me. Who you got from them right here?
Come on, Khalid.
I said Yusuf, Zach, and then Ali.
There you go. See, Cal keeps it real. Cal, I just want to let y'all know a preview. Well, it's not going to be a preview because we're posting this on Monday, so it'll be after the Fantasy Guys show. But tomorrow I got a guy named NFL Junkie. He goes by the name of
He's
Bray.
coming here.
He has over 14,000 followers. And I just realized he works with CBS. I did not even know that. Like, he's an official person. He's coming on the show tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie, I just messaged him. Don't sleep on reaching out to people. I'm telling y'all, you reach out to 10 people, 1 or 2 reply back, guess what? You just got 1 or 2 people that you never thought that you would have on the show. So he's coming tomorrow, and just want you to be ready for that. All right, Cal Trey?
I'm born, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Thank you for the phone call, man. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out to everyone on there, especially for E-Block.
E-Block, yes, sir.
Originals right there, man. Originals, man. All right, man. Cal, take it easy, man.
Yep.
All right. See, so I appreciate phone calls. Listen, guys, once we go deeper into the show, what I want to do is I want to add that segment to it. We will have a phone call each day, even if it's like Tony or if Mopti, just have him randomly call in just to like talk in 5-10 minutes, heck yeah, just to have some fun. But going back to what I was saying, you know, we were talking about Dubai, favorite thing to do, so that made me think like, okay, what is your favorite trip that you had outside of school? So today we're going to focus on trips today, all right? So what is your favorite trip you've had outside of school? I feel like we haven't heard Ali now talk in a minute. So Ali, number 1 trip that you had outside of school?
Like where they took us
Like
out?
your family, not your school.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like with your family or friends or anything like that. What has been your favorite trip?
Going to Florida.
Okay. The day that where you busted your head and had stitches?
Yeah.
Okay. But how was it? How was it at Florida?
It was good. It was fun. You know, I got to meet my auntie. She lives there on my mom's side. And we went to Gatorland. We went to, I forgot. We went to like,
What's Gatorland?
it's like a whole bunch of alligators and like,
For real?
yeah.
Orlando?
It's sweet, yeah.
Okay.
Orlando's a weird city, man.
Yeah.
Orlando has some weird stuff going on in Orlando. But go ahead, continue.
But yeah, we had to stay there for an extra night for an unexpected reason.
Are you? Oh, cause is that what it was?
Yeah.
They had to stay over. You had to stay an extra night because.
Yeah.
Explain us to that story, by the way, man.
Okay, so you know, it was the last night. You know, I was it was a day before like we were gonna leave, so I was like, you know, me and my sister we went to go jump in the pool because it was like right outside. So we went out. We went out and you know, I was like, Ella, you know, look, watch me do a backflip, right? So I was, you know, I've done it a couple times, so I was like, okay,
How old
I'm
were
getting
you?
used to 10 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Was the catcher for the Hamtramck Greyhound? I mean, Hamtramck was it Panthers back then or still
I think it was
Greyhound?
Greyhound.
I think it was
Greyhound.
Greyhounds, yeah.
Okay.
But you know, I did it a couple times and I was, you know, so I started feeling myself a little bit and I was like, you know, I had to look, watch me do a backflip, right? And then I was on the edge of the concrete.
Continue. Yeah.
Okay. I was on the edge of the concrete and then I jumped, but I didn't push off. Okay?
I don't mean to
So-
laugh, but you know, alhamdulillah, he's good now. But
Yeah.
you know, just go ahead, continue.
I jumped, I didn't push off, so I just ended up my head landing on the concrete. Then I was treading water. I was treading water, and then someone came up to me like, "You need help?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I'm good, boss."
He didn't need help.
But
There's
they
no
ended
blood busted out of
I
his
know.
head.
Yeah, they ended up helping me anyway because they said I had blood on my back, and I was like, "What?" So then I felt like a whole bunch of pressure like on the top of my head, and my mom and dad saw like who just took me out the water. You know that they were confused, and then I touched the top of my head. I showed my mom and dad, and then that's when they're like, "Oh shoot!" You know, I came to them. I told them. Well, they put a towel on my head. I was like, they were looking at it. It might need staples or stitches. I was like, no, I was crying, and I thought I didn't need as much because it was a little cut. But then my dad was like, you know, look, is this, you know, because the towel was all white at
Yeah.
first, and then it was just fully red, and I was scared as heck. So he rushed me to the hospital, got in there, put me on the bed, and then they sprayed numbing. Stapled. It was like a little tool that they would just push down and then staple.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That was Ali's trip to Florida. Wrapped up and pretty much his trip to Florida was pretty much wrapped up and ended in hospital visit, but it sounded like he had a good time though before all that.
Can we talk about who learned how to play catcher under 1 week and came back and finished the season?
Was that season? I don't think that was that season, Zach.
That's when I learned to play catcher.
For real?
Because he was injured.
I had to toss you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we needed a catcher, Zach did come through, man. Zach came through and then began to be catcher. Then after that as well. So Zach, big general. Like I said, we ain't gonna sit here and focus about sports. But since you brought that up, what has been your favorite trip outside of school-related trips? I guess, or what's your family or friends, anything like that?
That one Florida trip that Muhammad took us, that was a good one. But even the Ohio one, man, it was fun.
With the baseball team?
Yeah, it was fun because the people, it was just all the baseball friends that we were cool with, and we had a good time.
So which one is your favorite, man? You gotta pick one.
You gotta say Florida because it's Florida, you know?
What did you do in Florida that one time?
SeaWorld, and then I think,
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Yeah, Disney World, I think.
Disney World.
Yeah.
Land is in California.
Yeah.
World is in Florida.
Yeah.
Y'all went to Disney World? Why you smiling, man? It's okay to tell him doing to Disney World. Like, to me...
I'm not smiling. No, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Dude, you guys know Disney World is a theme park.
Yeah.
People are like, you went to Disney World.
No.
Huh?
It's
good.
Yeah. Disney World's a theme park.
But in my
right?
opinion...
It's probably the biggest theme park,
I
right?
liked SeaWorld better than Disney World, though.
No.
Oh yeah, we did go to SeaWorld.
Yeah, SeaWorld is nice
Because, like, the orca whales, the whales, that's the best part.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the splash zone and everything.
Okay. All right. Well, Yusuf, go ahead then. What was your favorite trip outside of school-related trips?
My favorite trip was when the whole family went to Toronto.
Yeah.
And that was probably the best trip because, like I said, it was the whole family, not just a couple. And, yeah, we stayed a couple nights. Downtown Toronto is very underrated. It was sweet. You know, there's one time we ate Popeyes at downtown Toronto. It was sweet. It was good, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Toronto was an underrated trip.
It was.
Definitely was an underrated trip. Like, it was one of those. It's usually those kind of trips that are the funnest. So the ones that you don't really think about.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of have them, and then next thing you know, it was a great time.
Oh, yeah. We also went to Niagara Falls there.
Yeah.
And it was 4th of July, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we seen the fireworks.
Fireworks, you know. Later, him and Papa Dukes was with us too. He first time finally going out and being on a trip too, so that's what probably made it good as well. Hamza T, what's your favorite trip outside of school-related trips?
All right, so my favorite trip was going to Paris. No, I'm just playing. But what do you call my favorite trip was going to New York. So we stayed for like a week. We went to Times Square. Well, we stayed in New Jersey, but every day we just kept going to New York. And then we visited Times Square, saw all the buildings, the Empire Building. We saw everything. And the best thing about it was the food. The food was slapping. The pizza, too, on the side of, those little shops, 99-cent pizza. It was the best.
How far was New Jersey from New York from where we are at?
So it was literally like a few minutes away.
Yeah, people don't realize how close New Jersey is to New York. Like, there's people because they don't want to deal with New York's craziness. You know, they live in New Jersey, but they work in New York, and they just drive in every single morning. But the worst thing about New York, two things: traffic,
100%.
and polls, because they have a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you have to pay, and I don't get how they do that every single day. Like, they're paying, going back and forth, probably close to $20 a day, just off of the tolls. So crazy. It's so crazy to me. Like, they're in the same country. Some people are living like two different lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Like, here in Michigan, we're slow motion, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. We're typical. That's typical Michigan jobs. New York, man, it's a city that never sleeps. You know, it's literally, you go there at nighttime, downtown New York, it's still packed.
Yeah.
You know, so it's crazy. So two different kind of lifestyles over there. But so we got a New York, we got two Floridas, and we got a Toronto. All right, Ramsey, what was your favorite trip, man? You can share from out there, man. What has been your favorite trip so far?
Speak loud.
Yeah, you can come closer.
Probably Florida too.
With them? The Florida trip? Alright, Ramsey said Florida as well. I like the shirt. Shirt's rocking. Hamza and Zach rocking the shirts as well. Yusuf broke my back to make him another pair of shirts and still ain't rocking it. Rocking his Puma sweater right now, but it's cool. You know, I'm just trying to, look out for a little big bro. But, yeah, keep it rolling. Nah, you ain't gotta worry about it. I was just trying to put him on the spot because he was bothering me about making him some new shirts because he didn't know his original size that he wear
No,
So,
man, I don't
we
know.
made it.
This is cotton material. It shrinks in the dryer.
All right, there you go. All right, so we will talk about favorite trip outside of school. Let's talk about favorite trip in school trips. All right, so basically field trips is what I'm trying to say. So what has been your favorite field trip that you've ever had in school? Hamza, I'm gonna start off with you, my guy.
All right, so the favorite school trip was honestly Washington, D.C. Hanley, what do you call it? They obviously took us out.
Hanley International Academy is sponsor of the Movement Podcast.
Yep. And then, yeah, we went to Washington, D.C. We stayed for, like 4 or 5 days, and, like, it was amazing. We visited, like, a lot of areas. We also went to Pennsylvania, visited, like, the 9/11 crash sites as well, like last week, what we talked about. And it was amazing. The food was also amazing. But I also got sick on that trip, so I didn't get to enjoy it as much. Like, my stomach was hurting nonstop using the bathroom. It was just a little mess. And then the last day, that's when it's calmed down.
All right, there you go. Hamza said Washington, D.C. I'm now going to dish it off to Ali. What was your favorite trip? Because you never got a chance to go to Washington, D.C.
Yep.
So what was your favorite trip? By the way, I forgot to do this when Hamza said he was having stomach problems, by the way. Just want to make sure that I mention that the toilet is a little long, so we're going to go ahead and let that toilet finish up. Making sure that's the final waters. Now the water comes back up to the toilet, and now we're good. Ali, so what was your favorite trip in school?
My favorite trip in school was going to Ohio for Cedar Point. That
Okay.
They take out their 7th and 6th graders
That
every
middle
year.
school field trip?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And my chaperone was the best chaperone ever, a teacher from Hanley,
Who's
Miss
that?
Patterson.
Who's that? Well,
Miss Patterson.
Miss Patterson?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're top 3, by the way, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, she wasn't? Okay, sorry, Miss Patterson, if you're listening to this later on.
That's
All right? Kind of roasted her right there. It was Hamza's top 3. All right, she was
Yeah.
in Hamza's top 3. All right. Zechariah Thabit, favorite in-school trip that you had? Boy, you had no field trips in middle school. COVID hit you hard. What was your favorite in-school trip?
I don't know.
You can even do Bridge East as well.
I have to say maybe the Toledo Zoo.
Wayne said it to me. Wayne said it.
No, like, we went to,
Little
like...
man's good. Nah, shout out to Bridge Academies, man. For real. But go ahead.
I have to say Toledo Zoo in 3rd grade.
Toledo Zoo?
Yeah, just Cedar Point I went, but I didn't know. I didn't go on no rides but one, and it was a water ride.
It was
Alright.
the one with the log, and then like you just
Yeah,
come.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was
My
like,
name's Zach Thabit. I'm in the 3rd grade. Room 124. My teacher is Miss Wade. That boy Zach was spitting bars in 2nd grade, guys.
Virginia.
Big general. All right. So you said seriously though, you said the zoo in 3rd grade. That was your favorite trip. Didn't you go on the 8th grade field trip to Cedar Point?
Oh, yeah, I went to Cedar Point. I said
8th grade doesn't go on.
I mean,
Cedar Point.
6th grade when you went.
I told you I went, but I won one
He
ride.
didn't enjoy it.
Oh.
And I lost every money I had too.
Oh yeah, that's not a trip that you would enjoy. I can tell you that.
But it was still fun. Though. It was still walking around.
All right, Yusuf. Favorite trip that you had in school? Washington D.C.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, man. The best part was just having a hotel with your friends. Literally staying up, even though we weren't supposed to, because we had to wake up like 6:30 in the morning. But, you know, having fun, going out, walking out, eating together with all your friends. We even went to go swim one night. It was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm gonna be honest. I wish I would have been able to go. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna still offer it for these guys, but I just don't know if I'm gonna go anymore anytime soon. But I was ready to go for Zach's for sure. At least I was probably gonna go with that group. Kind of planned around it, but there we go. Nobody liked their middle school trips that we had at the skating rink. Nobody, y'all didn't like those.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, that was fun too.
Yeah,
Was that in y'all top 3s at least, top
Yeah,
5s?
for sure.
top 5s.
Those are usually fun because it's a whole
Top 3.
school-wide field trip. You know, one day where everybody gets to go out and finally have some fun. Not school-related. But with that said, we kind of reached the middle of the show already. So I do want to give a shout-out to our second sponsor, and that sponsor is Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a non-profit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all the donations goes to the less fortunate. You know, shout out to everybody that has been donating to Give to Gain as well. We had a great show on last week on Table Talk. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch it, but we had a guy over here that was speaking facts and telling us all about the Yemen situation. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I feel like the world could be doing so much more for what's going on in Yemen because it is right now basically like the place where Middle East countries are having wars in. You know, it's a place where kids are not going to school, people are not eating, people don't have homes. It's just, it falls under all the categories of a lot of different things that you would not want a country or even people, human beings that should ever have to deal with it. So, you know, if you ever want to donate, Give to Gain, their Venmo is at Give to Gain. Their Zelle number is 313-445-8638. And their Cash App is the money symbol, Give to Gain. Thank you to the people who run that program. Shout out to my man Rico, who is the person that helped sponsor that program for our show. Great guy, 2021 Fantasy Guys Man of the Year, Rico, that is, all right? So, with that said, you know, we kind of talked about our favorite places that we went to. Now let's talk about our favorite places we want to go to, okay? So top 3 cities you like to visit in the world. Zachariah Thabits, I am going to start off with you, Zach. What are the top 3 cities that you'd like to visit?
Is Dubai a city?
It doesn't have to be city. My bad. I should have said places. Top 3 places you'd like to visit.
Dubai is number 1. This is number 1.
For a guy that says Dubai is number 1, you would think that he would want to wake up for a meeting and be ready for it, since he had a very good chance of possibly going.
First of all, it was a long day at school, so I went home. I set my alarm like 15 minutes before. It didn't wake me up.
That's not enough. I don't think that's enough.
No, not just that. What time is your meeting?
5:45.
What time did you go to come home from school? 3:30.
No, yeah, like 3:15.
All right.
And then like I did something until like 4, and then I fell asleep.
Yeah. No.
Then I woke up, missed calls, emails.
Don't lie.
No, I'm joking.
Did they really miscall you though? Oh, okay. All right. So, Zach, favorite 3 cities. Go. I mean, top 3
places.
cities that you would like to visit. Places that you like to visit.
Dubai is number 1. Then I don't know why people say they don't like that much, but Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, that's not bad.
People say it's like overrated and stuff.
I don't want to say it's overrated. It's just expensive. Like, I thought like it was something that we can do right now. Like, if I had to do it all over again, because we went this past summer. If I had to do it all over again, I would have waited 5 years just so like I'm more settled in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those trips. Like, you kind of, there's categories that I put trips in. There's in-country category trips that, you know, I kind of want to do right now while I'm still trying to settle down. And then there's out-of-country trips, which to me, like, I don't want to start doing it for like at least another 5 years. Because it's like a whole nother payment that you got to pay, which is airplane and airfare and all that. And California is one of those things, though. I'm going to be honest with you. It should be considered like an out-of-country trip, you know, because it's expensive, you know. But it's definitely beautiful, and there's a lot of things you can do. We didn't even get a chance to do all the things that we can do, and we did a lot of things. A lot. Like, we tried to go through a whole list. I asked Mr. Paddock, Hanley International Academy, what can we do? And he gave us like a list of like 15 things, and we knocked out everything, and we still felt like we could have done more. But go ahead. What's number 3?
And my third one, heard Hawaii is nice.
Yeah.
I like
That
Hawaii.
was one of mine.
Hawaii's in there. Definitely, those are some nice cities. As you can see, he likes to go to warm temperatures. So he had Cali, Dubai, and Hawaii. Ali, since you said you got Hawaii, that's one of yours?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying that was nice.
All right, that's nice. There you go. Ali, so what's your top 3?
My top 3 places is for sure Dubai. Second is probably Mexico.
Okay.
I want to go to somewhere in Mexico.
I don't.
Why not?
Mexico is nice.
Mexico is just a lot of stuff going on in Mexico right now.
It depends
you know
on
what
where
I'm
you go.
Like, yeah, I'm saying, like,
No, it
isn't
doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't. Maybe you're right, but to me, it doesn't. But go ahead.
And then for sure California.
Yeah.
Man,
So you got
y'all all
Cali.
saying places inside America, man. Y'all don't have taste.
Yusuf,
I'm telling you.
where you want to go?
In Japan.
Number 1,
He's going to Japan.
hey man, it's not top 3, but for sure Mexico's one. And number 2, I want to go to Greece. Greece is sweet. Greece is sweet, man.
Yeah.
I've done research. And number 3, I want to go is Paris.
Paris?
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I want to see all that stuff.
Yeah, see, me, I personally would have just put Europe in one category.
Yeah, anywhere really in Europe.
Dubai, Europe, and I really don't have a number 3. Like, there's no place where like I want to be like, oh my god, I want to go. But go ahead, Hams. What's yours, man?
All right, so I just want to say something about Zach said Las Vegas is in Nevada, not California.
Yeah.
You wanna know?
What?
He said Los
You
Angeles.
said Los. You said.
I think it's in Los Angeles.
You said Los Angeles.
Yeah.
we would have definitely.
Right.
We would have definitely. We would have definitely roasted him if he said Las Vegas, California.
My
All right,
just
but what
searching
do you
up
call it?
states.
No. First of all,
Did you have to search that up
Yes.
just to make sure?
Check his
I just want to make sure I pronounce it right. All right. So. one area-
Putacana.
No. So one area I want to go is Bora Bora.
Okay.
That's
It's not
very,
that hard to pronounce, but go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
that's not the one I was gonna pronounce.
That's
but-
expensive.
But it's expensive, but money comes and goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, just work hard for it, you know?
Big Ham. Slow down. That boy, Balkan House, y'all doing a good job over there. You talking about going to Bora Bora.
Nah, but I'm trying to get a job, offers me like 100K, and like very, like, actually not even 100, like 300K in a year. Just trying to make money, you know?
There you go.
Places.
It's okay. We kind of he kind of took a left turn right now, but
Yeah.
let's go back to the
But-
places we'd like to visit.
But okay, so Bora Bora is number one. Number two is Tokyo. Like, everything there is advanced, you know? Like, their toilets are different. Like, it's just an experience. It's basically like New York, but it's more advanced
Yeah.
and all that. But
That's what I heard.
Yeah, but that's not number two. And then number three is it's a tie between I want to go to Miami, Florida, or Cancun.
Cancun?
Cancun, yeah.
Cancun. Oh man,
Cancun.
my man. See, this is why you can't be roasting people until you gotta let it finish, huh? You gotta let everything finish.
But
That boy said he want to go to Cancun. All right.
It's like two
The
different
title of the show is we're gonna talk about Dubai, places you want to visit, and what is Cancun. That's what the show is gonna be called for this week. All right. But so you said Cancun, Mexico. You had Tokyo,
Yeah.
and you had Bora Bora.
Yeah.
See, Hamza did his research. He picked three places that. Cancun, Mexico. People know about it, but those other two are kind of sneaky sleepers.
Is Greece in Europe?
Greece.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know this. You
I'm
put
pretty sure
me
it's
on
in
the
Europe.
spot like this, man. Because y'all looking at me like I'm supposed to
Thinking
know
it
this
is.
answer.
Yeah, it's in Europe. Should be.
Yeah, it's around that area.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to know if it's specifically in
Should
Europe,
be.
but yeah, I think it is. But yeah, I think Europe, Dubai, and I heard, the Dominican. You know, that's beautiful
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. You know, I don't know why I just don't want to go to
Hey,
Mexico.
yeah,
I look at
sleep-
Mexico like the United States. That's how I look at Mexico.
Okay.
That's to me personally. So it's like, if
I
I'm
was-
if I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna go somewhere different than Mexico.
I was gonna say I was debating between Mexico and Egypt because Egypt is nice too.
Egypt to me, I won't be going there anytime soon. I can tell you that right now. Like I won't go there anytime to be honest, unless it's like we have like a business move that we have to go to Egypt for. But other than that, I would not go to Egypt personally because like if I'm gonna go to the Middle East, I'm going to Dubai. If it's not Dubai, you know, we're gonna go Hague in Saudi. You know what I'm saying? Egypt is way down the line. You know, unless like somebody's getting married, we going to a wedding. I ain't trying to go to Egypt personally. But anybody want to add anything in their top three places? Ramsey, you want to share with us top three places you want to visit? Places you want to go to? Scoot in, man. Make sure you speak loud, man.
Number one, downtown Dubai.
Downtown Dubai, okay.
Number two, Los Angeles. And number three, Greece.
All right. So next time, let's just take Zach's and Yusuf's answers. And that boy Ramsey's that student that doesn't really copy, but uses everything and changes it to his own words. Basically, it's Hamza in high school, basically. All right. Roast Hobbs. No, but thank you, Ramsey, for sharing. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for doing this, coming here and being on the show because believe it or not, we are down to our last and final segment, which is the word of the day. All right. And today's word of the day is precarious. Okay. So the word is precarious. First of all, I'm putting you on the spot. Zach, spell it. Let's go. You can't look at it. Hide it. Write it.
Look at it, man.
Let's go. Spell it, Zach.
Huh?
Spell it. You got 5 seconds. You can't use your phone.
man.
P-R-E-C-U-R-I-E-S.
Precarious? Is it you or A?
It's an A.
It's an A. It's guys Zach, man. Misspelled precarious situation. Alright.
Imagine misspelling.
So, in all seriousness though, precarious, the definition is not certain, secure, or steady. So what we're going to do is basically use this word. You know, we're trying to keep them educated, keep them on their toes. Think about it. If we do this for 50 different times, you just got 50 new words that you know the definition of. Because we even broke it down for you and got into detail about what it means to us, or use it in a real life situation. Okay? So precarious, what does it mean to you? Start off with the oldest, Yusuf.
What does it mean to me?
Like, put it in a situation, like, what, give us
I'll
an
give
example.
an example.
Yeah.
Something that's precarious for me is probably like my time management, because I'll be like uncertain with things, and sometimes like one day I know what to do the whole day, and the next day I just be like, let me do this. So that's probably what it is.
Nice.
Like today.
Yeah, I like that answer, though. I like that answer. He said his time management situation is pretty precarious. Okay, and that's a good way of looking at that. Because it's uncertain, and sometimes you just got a lot of different things going on, and you do things even differently than what you did the day before. Great answer. Okay, going from oldest to youngest. Hamza, precarious. Use it in your real life example.
So something precarious about my life is like one thing I was gonna say is time management, but here I was took at. So I'm just gonna say my math grades. So like it's uncertain. Like sometimes I do good and sometimes I do bad. It just depends on how I learn it, or just a different topic and all that. It's just precarious, you know?
There you go. That's another good one. Math. It's like a little roller coaster for Hams.
It's basically just grades in general.
Grades in general. Well, we didn't want to hear that. I thought it was going to be...
No, like, not for me. I'm just talking about just in general. Yeah, not for me, though.
Yeah. So there we go. Ali Abdullah, precarious. Give us a precarious situation happening with you. Or just using an example.
For an example, your hairline, you know, it's either your wife does a good job or she does a bad job.
That's a pretty good one. Alright, so he said my hairline. First of all, for those that are watching, I have no shame, okay, into saying that I have my wife. You know, whenever I have something big coming on, I go to my man Aaron Brock, because he sounded like a rock. If you know, if that pun went over your head and you haven't been to the shop, you know what I'm saying? For those of you that doesn't understand that, shout out to my man A-Rock, great guy, great barber. He's a great person. So I go to him. But even him, I tell him, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's a normal month for me, you know, because I get a haircut twice a week. I mean, once every 2 weeks. So if it's a normal month for me, he ain't gonna see me that month, and I'm gonna get a good haircut tomorrow, by the way. If my wife is gonna eventually watch this, well, it's gonna be on Monday, so Sunday. But yeah, I get a haircut from her. So my hairline sometimes is not straight, is what I say it, and it's a precarious situation. That is my hairline, because it's definitely not certain, secure, or steady. All right, so Zach, there goes Zach's answer.
Something that's precarious is Omar Thavid's jump shot. You know, he'll make it if he's open, but if I'm guarding him, he's missing. That's why he's not certain.
Is that 100% certain?
Yeah.
Facts.
100%.
Yusuf, what do you gotta say about that?
I don't know, man. He believes that he has the best jump shot. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Have you guys saw my jump shot? It's amazing.
Your jump shot?
Yeah, it's the best.
Next topic is though.
What are you a better 2-point shooter or 3-point shooter, Hamza?
So if you're big Hams, you know, you're good in everything.
There you go.
Simple as that.
Great answer. All right, great answer. So he said my jump shot, which are great examples of precarious. That is not certain, secure, or steady. But do I agree with him? No. But that's still a good example of how to use that word in a situation. He said hairline. He said his grades in math and just grades in general. And then Yusuf mentioned, what was your precarious situation? All his time management. So great examples from all four. And then my last one, my little quick rant, the way I'm going to end this show is the rant, is a precarious situation when it comes down to your friends. And I'm looking at Ramsey right now because I used to look at Zach like this. And I'm still going to look at you guys like this because you're still in high school. All right? Precarious situation to me when I see this word of not certain, secure, or not steady is when it comes to friendships. Yesterday I had a teacher come up to me and tell me that a student, right after I just met with all the kids and gave them their packets that includes their physicals, which will not allow you to play unless you got it filled out by a doctor, a student went in the hallway and ripped up the physical in front of the teachers, middle school teachers. That person happens to be Ramsey's friend, who he's going to hear an earful from me when I get back to school on Monday. Not Ramsey, that is, his friend. But I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that, but what I'm going to say is this, all right? Why are friends precarious? Because he has a friend that thinks that he wants attention and he wants to show off, and I'm a big dog and I'm hard and I'm this and I'm that. So he decides to rip up a paper in front of everybody just to to look cool, I guess. All right. So why am I bringing this up? Friends are very precarious. You have to be careful. Watch who you choose. They can influence you the right way or the wrong way. Friends you can have some great friends that can help you change the world, but then you can also help friends that will hold you back. I've seen people not go to college because of their friends. I've seen people not become successful athletes because of their friends and decisions that they made with the friends that they had. So all I'm saying is, my warning is, try to stay away from precarious kind of friends, because when they're not certain or steady or their friendship is not like that, it will affect you in a negative way. It will affect you in a negative way. With that said, again, thank you to our shout outs to our sponsors of this show is the Balkan House and Gift to Gain for this week. Appreciate both of those people that are behind both of those businesses / organizations. Thank you to the fellas that are here. Anybody want to give a last final word before the show goes? Hamza T.
Yeah, I'll give a last view word. All right, so honestly, if you guys think you won't make it in life, you guys will make it in life, all right? No matter how things are tough right now, they will get easier. Just work hard and be determined, and you'll make it one day.
We're going to have a segment from now on. Before we end the show, it's going to be called Hamza's Motivation, all right? So I'm expecting you to come up with something like this every single show, so be ready. I'm putting you on the spot. You just got another homework assignment added on to everybody else's. Yusuf, I did too?
No, I just want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
When you pick on Hamza, do you say Hamza T or Hamza Teeth? I couldn't tell which one were you going for.
If I'm mentioning teeth, there's only one dude I'm thinking about. Ram's Teeth. That's his name. It ain't Ram's Teeth. It's Ram's Teeth. Nah, I ain't gonna pick on nobody about their teeth. Listen, I'm a teacher at the end of the day. I ain't trying to bully, but we like to have fun a little bit every now and then. But I say Hamza T. I say Hamza T. You're the one that said teeth, alright? So if you're trying to roast him on his teeth, don't be mad at me, okay? No, but in all seriousness, thank you. Anybody else? Final word, Yusuf?
It was a good show.
I feel like we got a dry Yusuf today. We only got him for 5 minutes of talk time today overall from Yusuf, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why we're here all year, right? To talk. And by the way, man, seriously, last thing I want to say before we end the show, got any talks that y'all want us to have? Message these guys. Y'all should be posting on y'all stories, man. I'm telling y'all. Yeah. Hey, is there something y'all want us to talk about in the movement? Why? Because if you reply back to the person and say, all right, we're going to talk about that, guess what that person's going to do?
Watch it.
Exactly.
So post it on y'all stories. What y'all want us to talk about on the Movement Podcast. Not only that, people are going to say, whoa, wait a second. What's going on in this Movement Podcast? They're going to watch it. So they're being involved. We want you to be involved, the viewers that is. So thank you guys all. We appreciate it. Before y'all speak, just want to make sure everything is done stopping and stuff like that. So please don't just start talking once this is done. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you all next week. This was episode 3. Peace.